Hello, welcome to my research proposal presentation. I am Imesh Damith. This is the introduction of my research proposal. So, the immigrants are moving from all around the world to Sweden and Europe. So, there will be a rising problem to provide them jobs as to let them to settle here in Sweden. So the Swedish government encouraged the immigrants to become entrepreneurs in many ways rather than seeking for jobs. So there is a fast track approach to become entrepreneurs, which is supported by government. The government give the guidance to start a new business. However, these immigrants are all coming from non-EU countries still face many problems with settling down in Sweden, especially with the culture and the language. So among these problems, communicating in Swedish with the business stakeholders is a prominent problem. It is not only the communication with the customers, but also when they deal with the banks and sign up for legal documents and reading the legal documents and with signing up contracts, they face this language gap. And the literature shows that they can start their business very fast with the support of the government agencies, but there are operational problems as well due to this language gap. Let's see what is the research question and the aim of this research proposal. So the research question is how can a digital service be designed to contribute to newcomers' skills and driving forces being translated into entrepreneurship? So the aim of my research proposal is design artifacts that would be valuable for designing a digital service to fill the language gap for newcomers from non-EU countries who like to become entrepreneurs. So as the first step, I will start with a literature survey and look for existing knowledge on this problem area. This is in order to make this research is rigorous. I have already done a simple literature survey to give an idea about existing language supportive tools that immigrants can get help. So I have mentioned two of main solutions currently using in Sweden to learn the language and fill the language gap. So the first one is the language cafe concept, which the language will be learned with casual talks with the native people. But this approach takes longer time to learn a language and a culture. So the second solution is machine translation. There are many machine translation tools commercially available today. However, there are pros and cons with each of these tools. So I will do a further research on these methods as well as complete literature's review during this research. This is about the design research approach. So I will follow qualitative approach and design science research approach in this research. So the design science research includes building and evaluating an artifact such as a new model with the emphasis of the construction and the demonstration of its utility to an organizational problems. In design science research paradigm is through the design and building the artifacts that we achieve knowledge and understanding the problem domain and its solution by continuously shifting between the design process and the designed artifacts. The method that I am planning to follow is five stages of design thinking process adapted by Institute of Design at Stanford because it is one of a design thinking way to tackle the wicked problems. So the first stage is empathize stage. I will understand the problem area by doing semi-structured interviews, observations, discussions, and further literature review. So the defined stage is to accumulate all the data I gathered from the previous stage and analyze them. Then I synthesize them to define the main problems. So the ideate stage, I will explore the ideas to find the solution for problem area because now I have a good knowledge of the problem area. So I will do the brainstorming sessions to generate the ideas. In the prototype stage is I will build the possible artifacts to design the digital service. This is an inexpensive and scaled down version of the artifacts that I'm planning to deliver. So in the test and evaluation phase is to try out my solution. The best artifacts out of all are selected and then tested with the testing team. The changes and refinements will accept and note down for knowledge updates. Regarding the reflections of this project, in ethical point of view, I will follow the Swedish Research Council's ethical research guidelines. Uh, so the participants of this research project will be informed regarding the data that are being collected and the purpose of the data and the storage and the data disposal criteria. Apart from that, the participants can leave this project at any time. A written consent from the participants will be taken before they participate for the interviews. The data collected during this research project will not be used for any purpose other than this project, and the data will be accessed only by the researchers, those who participate in this project. There is no way that outsiders can access this project, this data. About the sustainability point, the research will be conducted with the mindset of delivering an economical and environmentally sustainable product at the end. Finally, the conclusion of this presentation. This research project aims to deliver an artifact that is novel, well formed, and rigorous. So the artifact is intended to use to build a digital service that would help to fill the Swedish language gap for entrepreneurs that coming from non-EU countries. To build this artifact, I will follow the design science research process and the method as 5 stages design process. The knowledge that I gaining from this research project will be communicated effectively among the other IS experts and to the other stakeholders. Thank you for watching my presentation.